What's up, guys? Fudge yugioh with another deck profile, and we are with the boy Buddy. We're about to see some spice. This is like his main deck right now.
It's not even Curry Bandit anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh man. All right, let's get into it.
Alrighty, so I played Crystal Beast, as you can tell by the mat here.
He went undefeated today.
I went undefeated. I didn't. I don't think I dropped a game actually.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just like to everybody today. The deck's really good. It's a lot of fun. Like it's locals, but you know whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and jump into it. So I played 3 common Sapphire Pegasus because my Speed Duel Secrets have not come in yet. But yeah, so this is like the Heart and Soul of the deck. This is the card you want to see in almost every opening hand. You just want to see one of. You don't want to see multiples. But that's like the main combo starter. We play the 1 Cobalt Eagle just because it's another name and it's the most generic, and it also allows you to play under. There can be only 1, so that's why you play that. And then you play the 1 Ruby Carbuncle because this card is crazy. When you summon it off of the new quick play spell, you just get to kill people out of nowhere. It sucks to draw, but it is what it is. And then the new card is 3 of the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This card is
gas.
This card is crazy. So the main combo here is you get a Pegasus. Use Pegasus to place this. Use this to banish. Grab the Rainbow Dragon.
It's like $500.
Yeah, it's like no big deal.
Yeah.
So you summon out the Cobalt Eagle, and then you grab the Rainbow Dragon, and then you can go into something like Baguska. You can go into a couple of other things. So when we get in the extra deck, we'll kind of go over what you can go into, but it's really good. So yeah, there's
Baguska, Dollar Turbo.
yeah. I mean, like this deck is really good in this meta because you get to just play all the really power cards that like gets to just murder everybody. So then you need to play the 1 of Rainbow Dragon. A lot of people are only playing 2 of this because once you resolve it once, it's kind of dead. But at the same time, it's also a Crystal Beast name for Crystal Bond in the late game, and it's also good to see in hand in the late game because you actually can just special summon it from hand and just push for more damage. So it allows you to place more things, especially in the late game when you're in a grind. That's it for the Crystal Beast monsters. Now we're playing our win con against Terelement.
Yeah, this isn't the best hand trap in the format.
No, I mean, it's the only good hand trap in the format, if we're going to be completely real. So we get to play this without any downside whatsoever. Card's stupid, we all know.
Yeah.
If tier gets hit, they need to ban this card.
Yeah.
And then the other hand traps we play are the 2 Magnamut and the Druis Worm. These are obviously Tier's the best deck in the format. These are just really good. And if you're not playing against Tier or a deck that these cards are used against, you just get to free side out 3 cards, which is really cool. Yep. Another aspect of this is if you you start with a bunch of the light stuff, you actually can turn on your Bistits cards or Bistal cards. And Magnamut also, if you start with it and you like don't have any other way to start or whatever, but you open the quick play spell, you can just get Rainbow Dragon from your deck in the end phase, and it turns your entire deck online, which is really cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
And also, if you're playing against here and they mill your Rainbow Dragon out, and you have this, you could just add it from the graveyard, so you still get to play.
Bro, Rainbow Dragon, let's go.
Yeah. So that's it for the monsters.
All right.
Pretty standard stuff. I don't know how many cards are in the main deck, but it is what it is. Spell cards. This card is absolutely insane.
Yeah. So
this is a custom card. This card does a lot. So it gives you an additional normal summon of a Crystal Beast. It allows you to pop a Crystal Beast card, and then you get to search a Crystal Speller Trap. It also, when a Crystal Beast is placed into the Spell and Trap card zone, even during the damage step, you get to bounce this card and a card your opponent controls. It targets, which is kind of mid, but at the same time, you're bouncing a card. It's really good. So this card is a custom card. It's absolutely insane. Then we have the second custom card, Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Yeah. This card is crazy.
This card is actually so dumb.
This card lets you, by revealing Rainbow Dragon, or a ultimate crystal monster, you get to either add or send a Bridge Spell or Trap card to the graveyard or add it to hand. You get to special summon or add to hand a Crystal Beast monster from anywhere.
That's stupid.
Let
me just be like, easy start.
It does everything. The reason why these cards are insane. Oh, so this searches this card, and then it handles the other side of the deck that's actually unfair.
Yeah.
But the cool part about it is, this card is not once per turn, and this adds any Crystal Spell or Trap.
Yeah.
This card broke.
That card is like, let me add an Omni.
Yeah. So this is actually insane because this is 1 card combo. Same with Sapphire Pegasus.
Yeah.
This searches this searches this.
Straight fucking gas.
But yeah, so that's the crystal spells. Oh, by the way, this card is once per turn, so you only want to play 2, and it's not really good in the late game unless you're playing more names, which obviously we are, because you just run out of names really quickly because Sapphire Pegasus just pulls them all from everywhere. That's it for the crystal spells. So now we have the 3 consistency card. You get to play it for free. This card's really good. I activated Chain Shifter like 3 times today.
That was one of those times.
Yeah, it happens. So you play this for consistency because if you get to see 6 cards, you're going to see something to be able to play with, and it's just broken. Then we play 2 Foolish Burial Goods, and we'll explain this here shortly because the last cards are our 2 field spells. I'm playing Secret Village of the Spellcasters Necro Valley. This was Mystic Mine. We played into the new ban list today, so I put this in last minute because I didn't have a second Necro Valley. This realistically would be a second Necro Valley if I had it. The reason why you play these cards is because Foolish Burial Goods lets you send this broken card.
This is probably debatably the best card in the deck.
No, it's not. No, this is a brick. You don't want to see this in your hand. However, you send this off of Foolish Burial Goods or off of the Quick Play spell, and then you get to banish this and add a field spell, any field spell, and then a Crystal Beast monster. So you get Sapphire Pegasus and you get to go full combo, and then you get, your field spells, which are broken. But yeah, so that's the spells.
Before we're adding Mystic Mine, but now
we were
adding other
Mystic Mine was one of those things, like, it was just, when Mystic Mine was legal, I didn't actually use it all that much unless I was attempting to bait out interruptions, because, against tier, you just activate it, they're like, okay, cool, I'm going to chain, I'm going to pop it with a field spell, I'm like, okay, cool, now I can play my turn. So that was the main purpose of it. With it banned, I'm like, cool. But yeah, so for trap cards, we have the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. This card's crazy. Then we have the namesake of the deck, which is Conclave, Crystal Beast Conclave. This card is busted because if one is destroyed by battle, you get to special summon another one. And then you can also send this card to the graveyard, not during the same chain, and bounce a card on the field and a Crystal Beast. So if you have a problem monster you're trying to deal with, you just send this, bounce the Crystal Beast. So you bounce a Sapphire Pegasus, so you get to play the next turn, and then bounce a problem card that they have. So, good card. There's that, and then we have our nice little counter trap that is again searchable by like half the deck. This card's busted because the negate is not once per turn, but it has a second effect that doesn't really come up all that much, but it can. You can banish it when a Crystal Beast is placed in the spell and trap card zone, and then place another one.
I actually had no idea this is not on negate once per turn.
Yeah, this card is broken.
That is.
I want to make sure that I'm not lying to you. Hold on. You can only use this effect. Yeah, it's not once per turn. So, busted.
That's insane.
And then the last cards that I'm playing are 3. There can be only ones.
Yeah. This is the bane of my existence.
So, our locals has a lot of like not tier, but also has a lot of tier. So this card is like one of those things that you can just like play. This could be realistically anything. If our locals was significantly more just tier and like the actual true 2-0 format, these would probably be something like Soul Drain or something.
There was no tier here today.
There was absolutely no tier here today.
Tier.
There was no tier here today. But which makes this deck even better because it's just better than every other deck. But so you
came late and got a 5.
Still didn't lose a game. But yeah, so you can use Tikaboo against a lot of things. Like I played against Dino, I played against Flu, I played against Sword Soul. This card's just broken in all of those matchups. This is the floodgate that I'm choosing to play outside of the field spells, which is really good. And you can also bounce this with Conclave. If you're trying to push for game, you can bounce Crystal Beast and bounce this to give yourself a little bit of resiliency, and then you can play and then reset the Tikaboo, which is actually really good.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So that is the main deck. Like I said, I don't know how many cards it is, so I'm not going to count.
Yeah,
so it is what it is.
The number is kind of relevant. It's just about the cards.
Yeah. The extra deck is a little bit scuffed because there's some things that I want to change if it's not like perfect, but it's locals and I really don't care. So we have Abyss Dweller, Baguska. These are like the ideal 2 best rank 4s in the deck, just because it's just like the format we're in. These are just like super power cards.
Super generic.
Then we have more of our utility pieces. So we have Tornado Dragon and Jugaris. So like I said earlier, the Salvation is a brick, right? You have to be able to get rid of this card. Luckily, if you open this and have any access to your rank 4 play, which is Pegasus, Bond, whatever, you get full access to get rid of this. So you can go either Drugaris and ditch it from hand to draw. You skip your draw phase, obviously. Or you can set it and use Tornado Dragon to pop it. And then you can use it and then get another card and be able to go even further. So
That's pretty freaking good.
so those are our utility rank 4s, and then we get to do something really stupid and play the small Zodiac package to make Zeus.
This is gas.
Because after you bait all of their interruptions with all your broken Crystal Beast cards, you go normal summon Pegasus, place your Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, and then summon another monster, overlay Chakanine, overlay Borbo, swing for 0, main phase 2, make this, nuke the board. And you get 2 activations out of it. So, yeah, that's the Zeus package. That's all for the Xyz, and then for the links, this is probably the third most made extra deck card in my entire deck. Obviously, because Secret Village, you need a spellcaster, and again, Sapphire Pegasus or Crystal Bond is exactly any rank 4 or link 2. So this turns off spell cards because against Runic and stuff. We're playing Lina because we have Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon as well as Carbuncle or Lights. So this will lets us, again, spellcaster lets us do some more things. So these are good. I'm probably gonna end up playing a dark, but I'll go into changes here in a little bit. We play the 1 barricade board blocker. It serves the same purpose as Drugaris on discard.
Yeah.
And randomly, if they happen to pop your broken continuous spell, you just get to add it back, which is cool.
That's so dumb.
The rest of the stuff I don't really make all that much. So we have the IP Masquerena. I don't know why this card is in my deck, but it's there. You can realistically make it, but whatever. We have Nightmare Phoenix because again, link 2, so it's just generically good. And then the Unicorn, this package makes sense for the most part. And then the last one is Access Code, just for easy kill. The deck doesn't necessarily have a problem killing for the most part, but having, again, additional win buttons are pretty good.
I guess the Jet's there for Masquerade and Access Code.
Access into, or IP into Unicorn into Access the next turn, basically. It is what it is. That's the extra deck, and then the side deck is actually hilarious because it's not good at all.
Let's see it anyways.
Alright, so the first card in my side deck is 3 Spooky Dogwood.
Spooky.
Konami changed the time rules.
Spooky.
I side it every time I'm going to game 3. I don't care. I'm siding it. Then we play 3 Lava Golem. The theory behind this is because it just breaks tier board, it breaks bright board, it breaks Soul Sword board, it breaks every board in the game for the most part. And we can play under it as long as we have access to Crystal Bond. So if you have this plus Crystal Bond, you still get to play and you don't care.
Insane.
And then we have more going second cards. We have 3 Lightning Storm and 1 Harpies. Board breakers are board breakers. Another field spell we're playing is Zombie World.
Just another copy of You Lose the Game.
Yep, so nice Flunder deck, nice Sword Soul deck, nice Dinosaur deck that happened today, so that was cool. Activated it going first against Dino and they just lost immediately. That was fun.
They panked it, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, I had everything, so it didn't matter. So we're playing Zombie World because, again, we can fetch it off of Salvation. So any of the good field spells we have access to.
Oh.
Drop a card. And then for trap cards, we have 3D Barrier just because, Branded Despia still kind of exists. Terelement also exists. Just being able to turn off their turn to give us another turn to be able to generate advantage and get further is really good.
Yeah.
And then the last card we're playing is the only copy of Evenly Matched that I own. Only copy of Evenly Matched month.
So you're telling me you would definitely play 2 or 3 of this if you had them?
Yeah, probably. Realistically, board breakers are really good because all I need is 1 card to really start the ball rolling for the most part.
Yep.
So just it is what it is. But yeah, that's the deck. It's the deck's gas. It actually just shits on everything. And if you're not playing this deck, you're actually stupid.
All right. Any shout outs?
Myself for being the GOAT.
Bullshit.
What?
Okay. To clarify. I want to shout out Buddy Hobbs for being the GOAT. I am Buddy Hobbs.
That is full caps. Not even me, huh? All caps on
I,
the keyboard.
I am the GOAT.
Throat goat.
Maybe, yes. As a matter of fact, I am the throat goat. Anyway, but yeah, no, so shout outs. Shout out to Danny for continuously hooking me up with good cards.
And hooking us up with locals.
Yes, shout out to Archangel.
Yeah, shout out to Archangel.
Shout out Archangel in North Little Rock. New store, awesome people. I left my home shop that's 5 minutes from my house to come here. Yeah. So, good place. Shout outs to, I guess, everybody at Locals. They're cool people.
All the boys, JJ.
I don't know how to say this properly, but whatever the opposite of a shout out is to this motherfucker right here.
I'm the real goat.
the opposite of what a shout out is to that motherfucker over there. But no, like everybody local's pretty chill. Shout out if you guys want to check out some like good YouTube content and some live streams. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hobbs_live, and then at Hobbs Live on YouTube and Twitter, and Hobbs_live on TikTok. So,
hang up on buddy.
this is my deck profile. I do what I want. But yeah, so that's it. That's all the shout outs I got. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit, and bye.
Bye.